This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh-made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh-made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh-made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh-made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh-made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh-made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh-made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh-made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden
And welcome in to Ellis High School, site of our final game of the night. It's the boys' game between the Ellis Railroaders and the Hill City Ringnecks as we welcome you back here into Ellis High School. They're running through the starting lineups on the floor, so we'll go ahead and do so. Our starting lineups presented by Gina Healthmart Pharmacy in Ness City and Rush County Pharmacy in La Crosse. For the home Railers, who will be in their home white uniforms with the orange and black stripe down the side and the orange numbers, they will start Jeffrey Sonneson. He's a 6'3" senior. Cade Lewis, a 6'2" junior. Zachary Eck, the 6'1" sophomore. He's their leading scorer at over 13 points per game. Joseph Eck is a 6' senior. And then Brady Fricky, their second leading scorer. Fricky averaging 10 points per game for the 5'10" freshman. For Hill City, they're 1-5 on the year. They will start Dalen Jernigan, the 6' sophomore. Garrett Handley, the 6'2 senior, he's their leading scorer at 14 points and just over 7.5 rebounds. Brody McDowell is a 6-foot freshman, along with Aaron McDowell, the 6'2 junior, and then Asa Brandyberry is the 6'2 junior. Hill City led by their head coach Keith Riley. Brandon Maskus leading the Ellis Railroaders. Hill City in their road red uniforms, the white stripes down the side with the white numbers, and the white Hill City across the chest. As we're about ready to get this one underway, Hill City will shoot down to our right as we sit onto the opposite side of the scores table. In fact, we're kind of opposite the Ellis bench and back into the corner here in Ellis. So Hill City will shoot right down in front of us. Sonneson and Dalen Jernigan with the tip, and it'll be won by Hill City as Handley will bring it into the front court for the first offensive possession of the game. Brandyberry, actually it's McDowell who will play it right side, and now to Brody McDowell, play it around for Aaron. Aaron will put it on the floor a couple of times, finds Handley just inside the three-pointer, knocks down the shot and a foul, and a chance here at a three-point play. So an early foul as Garrett Handley draws the foul, giving his team a 2-0 lead as Hill City on the Garrett Handley field goal jumps out to a 2-0 lead. The first foul of the ball game comes on Joseph Eck here at the 7:41 mark of this first quarter. Handley's free throw rattles off. That one hung on the rim as a rebound cleared out of there by Cade Lewis. So Handley cannot convert on the three-point play, but a 2-0 lead for Hill City. Handley averaging 14 points per contest, scored in double figures 5 times already this year. They need him to really lead the way if they're going to break out of this slump. Inside, Sonneson will dump it underneath, and a layup missed by Cade Lewis. I think he thought contact was coming as a rebound is cleared out of there by Hill City's McDowell. Handley got a screen, plays it left side for Aaron McDowell. McDowell will go away from the defender. Now off to Brody McDowell. Brody, the freshman, dribbles into the circle, finds Handley. Garrett will spin. Now kicks it back out for the freshman McDowell. Little floating runner that rimmed off, and Cade Lewis pulls down his second rebound of the early going here with 6:50 to go in this first quarter. 2-0 the lead for Hill City. Left side, Lewis. He'll take the long 2 pass on the 3. Rebound tipped in the hands of Aaron McDowell. His second rebound of this first quarter. With 6:40 to go, Handley's field goal makes it 2-0 Hill City, and that's how we sit right now. Sophomore Jernigan at the elbow. See, finds a cutting Aaron McDowell, bobbled it on the left low block, turnaround jumper, too strong. There's Jernigan with a rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. Chance here at a 3-point play for the sophomore Dalen Jernigan. It's 4-0 in favor of Hill City on that rebound. On the stick back, Jernigan, the sophomore, foul the first, think of the second team foul. And the free throw for Jernigan, too strong. Rebound kept alive, and then Jernigan bobbled it, lost it out of bounds. So a break for Ellis after giving up the rebound. They call it a second team foul. It is a second team foul. Called that last time, and now they will get it on Cade Lewis. I think there was some miscommunication on who exactly that foul was on as Brady Frickius. Here's a shot that was blocked. It's actually Logan Shaw, the junior, comes back into the game as that shot was blocked by McDowell, and it's out of bounds off of Ellis. And so it will stay or go over to Hill City on the dead ball. Logan Shaw, the 5'10 junior, checked in for the first time for Ellis on that last dead ball. Handley will dump it inside for Jernigan. Picked up his dribble on the left low block, and now back to Garrett Handley. 5:50 to go in this first quarter. 4-0 the lead for Hill City. Brody McDowell, the freshman, has it left side. One dribble, finds a cutting Asa Brandyberry, who's fouled by Sonneson on the left low block, and Brandyberry will go to the free throw line. Sonneson will pick up his first, and that's not a terrible foul because now Brandyberry will have to go to the free throw line on the third Ellis foul. Brandyberry, 62% free throw shooter, knocks down the first one. Nothing but net for Brandyberry. And a great start here for Hill City. 0 to a 5-0 lead. Second free throw short, where we're going to get a foul called on Hill City. Garrett Handley picks up the foul. They call Handley for a push on the rebound. His first, and the team's first as well. Brandyberry goes 1 for 2 at the line. Ellis will get it in. Get it into Logan Shaw. Shaw will play it back for Joseph Eck. Needs to get it across the timeline, and he does to Shaw. Right side, they go to Zachary Eck, then force it inside for Soneson, who kicks it back out to Zachary Eck. Left side, here's Joseph Eck. He'll take the three and knock it down. Joseph Eck with his first field goal, 5-3 in favor of Hill City, but it cuts the deficit back to just 2. Eck averages close to 7 points per contest. That was a big shot. Coming in just a 24% three-point shooter. Here's a little backdoor lob to Jernigan. Missed the layup, and then Soneson will rip down the rebound. Jernigan on a little backdoor lob. Tried to make it as Fricky will fake the pass and then knock down a three. Back-to-back threes, and just like that, Ellis has a 1-point lead. This time it's Brady Fricky who buries the three. Faked the pass to the left side and then stepped up right top of the key and knocked it in. 6-5 on a pair of threes for Ellis. Asa Brandyberry open just inside the three-point arc. We'll find Handley as they go right to left just inside that three-point arc, right at the elbow. Now to Brody McDowell. Finds Asa Brandyberry, guarded by Soneson. Asa one dribble, pulls up right side. Too strong. Rebound though to Brody McDowell. First rebound for McDowell on the offensive end, and Hill City's offensive rebound. McDowell has a left side. Now to Aaron McDowell. Brody to Aaron. Posting up is Brandyberry. Double team for a moment. Soneson working on him. And some trouble and a 3-second call. Brandyberry needed to force up the shot. Good defense by Ellis to force the first Hill City turnover. Hill City does such a great job of just methodically running through their offense. Again, pressure. And Ellis just gets it into Logan Shaw, who will bring it into the front court. The junior gives it up. Eck now right side. Three is good. Zachary Eck buries a three. 3 straight threes. This time it's Zachary Eck who will knock it down. And it's 9-5 on 3 straight three-point field goals for Ellis at 9-5. 3:45 to go here in this first. So it's Joseph Eck, Brady Fricky, and now Zachary Eck all with threes in a row. To have a 4-point lead at 9-5, trailed 5-0 to start the game. Eric McDowell just inside the free throw line. Too strong from the left side. Rebound tipped into the hands of Joseph Eck, and now here they come. He'll leave it for Soneson. Turnaround jumper left side and scores. What a little left-handed half hook for Jeffrey Soneson as we get a Hill City timeout. 11-5. It is an 11-0 run for the Ellis Railroaders with 3:20 to go in this first quarter. They lead 11-5 as we get a timeout taken by Coach Keith Riley. Hill City wants to talk things over. Our game brought to you in part by Equity Bank of Hayes and Ellis, Russell's Renovations and Construction, Ellis Credit Union, Pack Leader Technology in Moreland, and Eagle Communications. Hill City opened the game on a 5-0 run, but 3 straight threes, and then a Jeffrey Soneson field goal caps off an 11-0 run for Ellis. Out of the timeout, Hill City with Handley, Brody, and Aaron McDowell. Asa Brandyberry and Dalen Jernigan, the five on the floor. Ellis with Soneson, Lewis back into the game, Fricky, Shaw, and also then Zachary Eck. That's the five on the floor. Left side for Brody McDowell. Trying to force it inside. Now we'll get it to Jernigan, top of the key. Jernigan plays it right side for Handley. Posting up is Brandyberry. Working against Soneson. Now he'll just bounce it back out with under 3 minutes to play first quarter. Handley drives, finds Aaron McDowell. McDowell into the circle. Will spin into the lane. Now finds Brody McDowell, the freshman. One dribble, hands it for Garrett Handley. Handley sizing up Cade Lewis. Starts a couple of times. Now we'll hand it off for Brody McDowell. 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. Brody drives, finds Aaron. McDowell spins into a double team, forces up the shot, missed it. Deflects his rebound, gets it back, forces up the shot. He can't score it. And Cade Lewis will come down with his third rebound here in the first half. Him and McDowell each with three, as here's a three for Brady Fricky, his second of the first quarter. 14-5. Fricky now with 6 as he launches a left side three. They made 4 threes in a row, 5 field goals in a row. Handley cuts to the low block, double teamed and threw it away. Turnover, Hill City was trying to kick it out to Dalen Jernigan, but Jernigan had left the left wing. Joseph Eck will check in and replace Zachary Eck for Ellis. Joseph has it right side. Now they post up Sonneson. Double team. He'll kick it out. Finds Eck, and now to Fricky in between the circles. Fricky with 2 threes already in this first quarter. 1:45 and counting. Shaw will come off a curl, force up the shot right side and miss it. Asa Brandyberry down with his first rebound. That was a tough shot by Shaw in among the trees. Handley surveys the defense, got into the lane, but kicks it out for Brody McDowell, who will call out the play. Holds up a finger, and now a pass for Aaron McDowell nearly into the chest of Coach Maskus, and now it's thrown away up the floor, and Sonneson tried to jam it, but he missed it. Sonneson stole it away, then tried to jam it into the front court. McDowell hit a knee as Brody McDowell's in some trouble. Needs to find somebody. He'll go to Handley at the mid-court stripe. 1:05 to go here in the first quarter. 14-5. Ellis is on a 14-0 run, and now Brody McDowell called for a travel. He switched his pivot feed on the catch. 1:01 to go here in the first quarter. 4 Hill City turnovers. 14-5 the lead for Ellis. It was a 5-0 run to start the game for Hill City. Now a 14-0 Ellis run. Sonneson open. He'll take the three. Too strong. Rebound tipped up into the air by Fricky, but he went over the top of Dalen Jernigan, and Brady Fricky's going to pick up the foul. First for Fricky. It's the 4th team foul. That's also the first missed three-pointer of the game for Ellis. They made their first 4 threes. As Zachary Eck will check in late for Ellis. He's going to replace Brady Fricky. Still the same 5 out there for Hill City with 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. Handley brings it into the front court, left side for Brody McDowell, now to Jernigan. Looking for a cutter, instead will go to McDowell, straight on. Aaron puts it on the floor, now cut off, maybe got away with steps, missed the shot. Asa Brandyberry down with a rebound, and he will score on the putback. Asa Brandyberry pulls down the offensive rebound and then scores. That puts it into a 14-0 run. It's 14-7 in favor of Ellis. They'll swing it around left side for Joseph Eck. Now to Shaw. Shaw dumps it inside. Sonneson flips it up from the left low block, missed it. And there is Dalen Jernigan down with a rebound. Number 2 in the first quarter for him. Handley for Hill City into the front court with 1. He doesn't know how much time's left. They don't get a shot off to end the first quarter. 14-7. Ellis in the middle of a 14-2 run to end the first quarter. They lead Hill City 14-7 here. You're listening to our Eagle Area Game of the Week.
Wi-Fi. It should work anywhere in your home. Introducing Boost, the cutting-edge Wi-Fi solution that makes dead zones history. Boost starts with a dual-band modem and router with greater range than ever. Access points can be added anywhere there's a cable outlet to create more wired connections and stronger Wi-Fi to power all your family's devices in all the places you love to live. Learn more at eaglecom.net or call today and add the power of Boost to your Wi-Fi.
Hi, I'm Gary Shorman, President and CEO of Eagle Communications, a 100% employee-owned company. I'd like to personally thank you for selecting Eagle for your internet, television, and telephone service. By choosing Eagle, you're choosing to keep your dollars local with a company that reinvests back in your community. Let's make this a great year for your community. Check us out at eaglecom.net. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
14-7 the lead for the Ellis Railroaders as they have the ball to start the second quarter. They forgot to start the clock, so the clock's still not running at 14-7. A shot by Brady Fricky, missed it, and then it's tracked down by Sonneson after Hill City had come up with the rebound. Jernigan had the rebound, but then had it knocked away. And so Ellis's Sonneson will come away with the steal. Handley fell down, wide open is Lewis, straight on. Actually, that's Sonneson who's straight on for the three. He missed it. So finally a rebound pulled out of there by Hill City, and here they come up the floor. Shooting down to our right, Aaron McDowell, one dribble on the baseline, missed it off the side of the side of the backboard, I should say, and rebound pulled out of there by Zach Eck. I think McDowell thought there was a little bit of contact as he missed the shot. With 7:20 to go here in this first half. 14-7. Ellis with the lead. Eck will kick it out for Saunison. Drives for Brady Fricky. The lefty pulls up, in and out, 10 back down. Brady Fricky has 8 first half points, 16-7. Fricky scored 5 straight for Ellis. If you go back to that first quarter, it's 16-7. Hill City trying to get back in it here with Jernigan right side, guarded by Lewis. Jernigan will find Aaron McDowell at the top of the key, in between the circles now for Handley. And a foul call. It'll be an offensive foul called on the screen for Brody McDowell. The freshman picks up his first. And so for the first time in the ball game, Alze Moreno will check in for Hill City. First time that Coach Riley has went to his bench. Moreno replaces Aaron McDowell. And so now Handley slides into a post position as Ellis back on the offensive end. Wraparound pass to Saunison. Saunison in the circle finds Fricky. Brady left side, stops, pulls up, and knocks down the jumper from about 8 feet. Brady Fricky with 10. He's scored 7 in a row, 18-7. Ellis with the lead. Fricky with a 3 back in that first quarter. Now back-to-back buckets here into the second quarter. McDowell runner short. Fricky down with a rebound. Here comes Ellis as Lewis lost it into the backcourt, but got it back. Cade Lewis right side. He'll play it off to Zachary Eck. Now left side for Joseph Eck, who drives into the lane. Fall-away jumper, too strong off the heel. Asa Brandyberry down with rebound number 3 for him. For the Ellis Railroaders, and Moreno will lead the break. Calls out the play. Picks up his dribble. Finds Jernigan. Dumps it inside. Brandyberry slides across the lane. Missed it. And a big rebound there for Cade Lewis. 4 rebounds in the first half for Lewis already. Lewis had 4 in the loss to TMP. Couple of dribbles by Eck, he's cut off, and now they'll go to Fricky in between the circle. 5:30 to play here in the second quarter. 18-7 the lead for Ellis, and a travel called on Cade Lewis. He got double teamed by Moreno. Moreno got some help from Handley as well. On the turnover for Ellis, their first. 5:27 to go here in the first half. 18-7 the lead. Aaron McDowell will replace Dalen Jernigan for Hill City. So it's Moreno, Aaron McDowell, Brody McDowell, Garrett Handley, and Asa Brandyberry. McDowell, left side. Brody, the freshman, surveys the defense, calls out the play. Now directs traffic with 5:10 to play here in the second quarter. Moreno right side. Alze into the circle, now for Handley. Garrett left side, little crossover, now back into the circle. Got his man off balance, pulls up, left it short, fights for his own rebound. Ball still on the floor, saved to Moreno. On another chance here for Hill City. On the good hustle by Garrett Handley on the offensive boards. 18-7 though the lead for Ellis. They're in the middle of an 18-2 run. Moreno for Brody McDowell. 4:40 to play here in the second quarter. Back to Alze Moreno, posting up his Brandyberry, sizing up Saunison, and he traveled with it. Hopped a little bit, shuffled those feet. Turnover number 6 in the game for Hill City. With 4:36 to play here in this first half. Coach Brandon Masker goes back to his bench with Logan Shaw. Shaw right side for Zachary Eck. Back to Fricky. Now to Eck and Shaw. This is Zachary Eck into the circle. Picked up his dribble. Finds Logan Shaw into the lane. Cut off. Saunison will take the long 2. This one too strong. Rebound pulled down by Ellis. It's Eck who came down with it. And then he's fouled as he tried to go back up. There Handley battling for it. He was arguing that maybe he should have been fouled on the offensive end. Alze Moreno will pick up the foul. Be the first on Moreno. And a shot inside and a bucket for Brady Fricky, who knocks down the 3. Fricky with 13 in the game, 21-7. Brady Fricky scores again on a big 3-point shot there for Ellis. Ellis has made now 5 of 7 3-point attempts. Straight on, Handley missed the 3. Fricky will track it down. Second rebound for Fricky here in the early going. That's the first 3-point attempt for Hill City in this ball game. Meanwhile, Ellis has already made 5 of 7. Fricky, by the way, continues his little 10-0 run now with that 3. All by himself. It's actually a 10-2 run all by himself, but 10 straight, and a timeout taken by Brandon Maska. Coach Maska looks to talk it over for Ellis. With 3:25 to go here in the third. 21-7 the lead for the Ellis Railroaders. They're on a 21-2 run. Have to go back to when Hill City led 5-0. Our game brought to you in part by Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Food, First State Bank, DJ and the gang at Fisher Pipe Testing. Also brought to you by USD 388, Crop Production Service of Hill City, and Golden Belt Co-op of Ellis and Riga. Just after the top of the hour, here from Hill City, or here from Ellis, is Hill City back on the defensive end out of the timeout. It will be Ellis basketball with Fricky, Soneston, Lewis, along with Shaw and Zachary Eck, the 5 on the floor. Here's Fricky open right side. 3 on the way. That one's too strong. Rebound down to Moreno for Hill City. Moreno may have had a fast break. Instead, decided to pull it up after pulling down his first rebound of the game. Closing in on 3 minutes to play here in the first half. 14-point lead for the Railers. Brandyberry fouled inside as he got Soneston pinned on his hip on the left low block. And Asa Brandyberry will pick up a couple of free throws here on the second Soneston foul. Second trip to the line for Asa Brandyberry. He's 1 of 2 in the game. Brandyberry, first free throw is good. 4 for Asa Brandyberry, 21-8 in favor of Ellis. The last time that Hill City scored was an Asa Brandyberry free throw that made it 14-7. Second free throw good as he got them both. 5 for Asa Brandyberry, 21-9. Ellis with the lead. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Shaw with it left side for Cade Lewis. They'll post up Carter Bolig, the young big man, the 6'4 sophomore who's in for the first time. And now Handley nearly steals it, and a travel. Cade Lewis, as Handley threw it off an Ellis player. It bounced into the hands of Cade Lewis, and then Lewis off balance called for the turnover. He traveled with it. So Carter Bolig checked in for the first time, the big 6'4 sophomore for Ellis. Jernigan returned to the lineup. Also, Michael Blanks, a 5'11 sophomore, is a wild layup. Is off the mark for Brody McDowell for Hill City. Lewis down with his 5th rebound. He'll race up the floor. Now right side for Fricky. Ellis with Fricky on the drive, just throws it up on the left-handed scoop shot, missed it. And then the rebound down to Blanks, and it went out of bounds off of Hill City. Looks like it was off of Blanks. Couldn't quite corral it. And so Ellis will keep possession of the basketball. And Shaw, the junior, will give it up to Fricky, the freshman. Their second leading scorer, averaging 10 points per game already with 13 in the ball game. That counts at left side. Lewis flies a 3 and knocked it down. On the left side, Cade Lewis with his first 3 of the game. 24-9 with under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. On the Cade Lewis 3, his first of the game. They already have 6 threes in the first half. They are 6 of 9. Are the Railers from three-point land? 140 and counting here. Handley open left side for Hill City. Guarded tightly by Shaw. Crosses, now spins. He'll fall away and can't get it to go as Carter Bolig down with a defensive rebound for Ellis as they come up the floor with 1.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, leading 24-9. Eck will pull up from the left side. That's too strong. And Garrett Handley with his second rebound of the quarter as Hill City will come into the front court with 1:15 to go, down 24-9 here in this first half. Brandyberry posting up, drop step left side. He's fouled by Bolig. And the first foul on Carter Bolig as he rifled the ball to the official over here on the near sideline. And so the foul will be the first on Bolig, 3rd team foul, making the 6th team foul on Ellis. And Brandyberry knocks down the free throw. 6 for Asa Brandyberry. 24-10. Second free throw is good as well. So Asa Brandyberry makes them both. Brandyberry made his last 4 at the free throw line, 24-11. Some pressure now from Ellis, or from Hill City. A little half-court run and jump trap with under a minute to play in this first half. Dump it inside to Bolick, now to Brady Fricky. Back right side for Joseph Eck, who's going to be fouled on a dribble drive. Eck just checked into the ball game a moment ago. That'll be team foul number 4 on Hill City. First on Michael Blanks, the sophomore. And with 51.9 seconds to go in this first half, Ellis will turn it over. Just off the fingertips of Joseph Eck. That's the 3rd turnover of this first half for Ellis, all 3 coming in this second quarter. McDowell left side for Garrett Handley. Handley now to Asa Brandyberry. And back to McDowell right side. Now to Jernigan. We'll kick it out for McDowell. One dribble, plays it out for Handley. Got a screen from Brody McDowell. Garrett in the lane, kicks it for Jernigan. Can't shoot it, little hesitation. Got him into the lane and forces up the shot and scores. Dalen Jernigan with 2 field goals here in the first half. He's got 4, 24-13. Left side 3, too strong. Missed everything for Eck. And we get a foul on the rebound. As it'll be 1-1 coming up. Michael Blanks will be the one who goes to the line. Second on Carter Bolig. Blanks will go to the free throw line. We saw this in the junior varsity game that was before this. Blanks doesn't shoot straight on. He shoots off to the left as a right-handed free throw shooter, and he missed it short as Fricky comes down with a defensive rebound with 10 seconds to go in this first half. Pass nearly thrown away, and now it's taken away by Jernigan. Jernigan with 5, up the floor, finds a cutting Brandyberry, and Asa traveled with it. So each team turns it over. With 2.7 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Handley will check out. Alze Moreno comes in for Hill City as they want some pressure into the backcourt with 2.7 seconds to go. Pass to Fricky. Fricky will take the running 3 from 3-quarter court. Missed it off the glass, and that's how the first half comes to an end. A 21-2 first half run to end the first quarter. Begin the second quarter for Ellis. The difference, 24-13. Ellis with the lead over Hill City. This is our Eagle Area Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Gary Shorman, President and CEO of Eagle Communications, a 100% employee-owned company. I'd like to personally thank you for selecting Eagle for your internet, television, and telephone service. By choosing Eagle, you're choosing to keep your dollars local with a company that reinvests back in your community. Let's make this a great year for your community. Check us out at eaglecom.net. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Wi-Fi. It should work anywhere in your home. Introducing Boost, the cutting-edge Wi-Fi solution that makes dead zones history. Boost starts with a dual-band modem and router with greater range than ever. Access points can be added anywhere there's a cable outlet to create more wired connections and stronger Wi-Fi to power all your family's devices in all the places you love to live. Learn more at eaglecom.net or call today and add the power of Boost to your Wi-Fi.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Henry and Helen Fisher, proud to support the youth of Ellis and all that they do. Go Ellis. City Plumbing, supporting the Railroaders and the community of Ellis throughout the year.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
This Ellis broadcast is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. proud sponsor of area school activities. Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods. Enjoy fresh-made pizza and Mexican food, the best around. Gilbert, Cheryl, and the entire staff welcome you into Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods in downtown Ellis. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Swift Services.
Welcome back in here to Ellis High School as we get you set for the third quarter. One score update for you on the boys' side. TMP at halftime on top of Smith Center, 33-24. That's the only halftime score we have for the boys. Our scoreboard update presented by Eagle Marketing Solutions. They can help your business grow using the power of video, radio or digital platforms to showcase your business to customers. Call Eagle Marketing Solutions at 877-61-EAGLE. It'll be Hill City basketball shooting down to our left, opposite of us, as we said, kind of in the corner, opposite the Ellis bench here in this second half. It will be Handley with it for Hill City on the left side. Now to Asa Brandyberry on the right side for Brody McDowell. Finds a cutting Aaron McDowell inside, and McDowell able to get the layup to go. Aaron McDowell's first field goal, 24-15 now on the Aaron McDowell bucket. So they get it back within 9. That was a big little run to end the first half for Hill City, and Sonneson walks with it at the top of the key, steps for the 5th turnover for the Ellis Railroaders, and down 21-7. The Hill City Ringnecks were able to put together a little 6-2 run to cut the deficit to 11, and now a field goal by Asa Brandyberry cuts the deficit, or Aaron McDowell, I should say, cuts the deficit to 9. Now here's Brandyberry at the top of the key at the elbow, or at the free throw line, as we get a that shot was too strong, but we get a foul on the rebound. As the Railroaders will pick up the first foul. It'll be on Zachary Eck battling for the rebound. Now they get it inside, and Garrett Handley scores. So a big field goal for Handley to cut the deficit to 24-17 as back-to-back field goals. And now a travel call to the top of the key on Ellis. This time it's Brady Freaky, and a timeout taken by Coach Brandon Maska. Got to think Coach Maska disappointed with the way his teams came out here in this second half. Handley, by the way, with 4. He's their leading scorer, but hasn't been much of a factor in this ball game. It's a 7-point game at 24-17. It was 14 at 21-7 midway through that second quarter. And since then, since it was 21-7, it is a 10-3 run for Hill City. The Ringnecks have got themselves right back in it, and Coach Riley got to like what he sees from his team to start out this second half. But Coach Brandon Maska with an early full timeout, 7:05 to play here in the third. I'm liking what he's seen from his team as he set him down, and a couple of turnovers, 6 now in the ball game, and a couple of field goals by Hill City has really allowed the Ringnecks to get right back into it. As Aaron McDowell will key it into Brody McDowell into the backcourt. With 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. 24-17. Ellis with the lead, but Hill City right back into it. As Jernigan picks up his dribble, he'll play it right side for Brody McDowell. Cut off on the dribble. Now he'll bring it out in between the circles. Brody, the freshman, directing traffic. Left side for Garrett Handley. Handley's been quiet, although he does have a third quarter field goal pass deflected out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Jernigan, as that one went through a couple of different deflections before it went out of bounds, and a turnover for Hill City. Their 8th of the game, turned it over 7 times in that first half. They're within 7. Now posting up is Sonneson on the right low block. Spun too far behind the basket. Now kicks it out. A 3 is good on the kick out for Zachary Eck. Eck now is 6 in the game. Just like that, it's 27-17. And they have used the 3 to really build this lead. as they are 7 of 11 from 3 in this game. 6:10 to play here in the third quarter. 27-17, Ellis with the lead. McDowell, a bounce pass. Brody to Aaron, now right side for Jernigan. Aaron's going to put it on the floor. Drove right past Eck, then stopped on the baseline. Finds Garrett Handley. He'll direct traffic. Pull it out. Just right of in between the circles. Still directing traffic with 5:50 to play here in the third. Left side for Brody McDowell, and a illegal screen's going to be called on Asa Brandyberry away from the ball. And Brandyberry with a question for the official, and then says, yep, I agree. And the ball will go right back over to Ellis. So it ends up being back-to-back turnovers now for Hill City. They had cut the deficit to 7, now back down 10 at 27-17. Down for the key for Zachariak. He's going to pull in a long 2. Missed it short. Handley with the rebound. Here comes a little 3-on-2. Handley pulls up for Hill City and knocks down the free throw line jumper. That was sweet for Handley. Pulled down the rebound, then ran down the other end and knocked it down. 27-19. Back-to-back field goals for Handley. Then he takes it away up the floor. Jernigan, right side. He'll lay it up. Dalen Jernigan has 6 in the game. 27-21. And after the Dalen Jernigan field goal, and it comes off another Ellis turnover, their third already in the quarter. 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Inside, Lewis is fouled in a late call. Cade Lewis is going to get a chance at a three-point play. Cade cut to the right low block and scored, and then a late whistle called on Aaron McDowell. So the bucket goes to make it 29-21. And then Cade Lewis is headed to the line on a chance here at a three-point play. Lewis is a 50% free throw shooter. That foul was the first on Aaron McDowell. And Aaron checks out as Coach Riley chats with him. Lewis too strong on the free throw, and Garrett Handley down with rebound number 4 for him in the ball game. 4:50 to go, third quarter, 8-point Ellis lead. Handley all the way to the bucket, and he scores. Well, they call him for they call him for a travel. Looked like he was going to be fouled, and now asked for the official to explain. Looked like that was a pretty good drive with a jump stomp, and he got fouled, but instead they will say he traveled with it for turnover number 10, and Coach Riley palms up, not sure why the call was travel either, on his sideline. Eck will drive underneath the basket, kick it out for Fricky. The lefty drives, and a 3-second call on Ellis. That was on Eck. He wasn't in there very long. 8 turnovers now for Ellis. 29-21. Ellis with the lead here in the third quarter. 4:20 to play in the quarter. Asa Brandyberry needs some help. Nearly put it on the floor after already using his dribble. Finds Garrett Handley. Handley in between the circles. Crossover. Now will spin. Spins again. Pulls up just inside the free throw line and rattles it home. And waiting for him to get going. 8 for Garrett Handley. 29-23 with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Garrett Handley's been a big part of this third quarter, but here's a big long 2 that goes for Brady Fricky. Fricky makes it 32-23. Just when you think that Hill City's going to make a little bit of a run to get right back into it, Fricky with an answer. 15 for him. Matches his season and career high at 32-23 with under 3:40 to play here in the third quarter. Brody McDowell will play it for Handley. Garrett guarded tightly by Eck. Got a screen from Brandyberry. Now to Brody McDowell on the left wing. Brody into the circle. Kicks it for Jernigan. Now a screen for Dalen Jernigan into the free throw line. He'll pull up and rattle it home. Dalen Jernigan with 8. 32-25. Ellis still with the lead. Hill City has made 5 straight field goals. 6 of their last 7. Left low block. Soneson with a half hook, and he scores. Ellis is Jeffrey Soneson with just his second field goal. He has 4. 34-25 on a field goal for Soneson, as Ellis has made 3 straight, but they've also turned it over now 4 times here in this second half. Brody McDowell plays it for Handley. Garrett surveys the defense in between the circles for Brody McDowell left side. Brody, skip pass right side for Handley. 2:43 to play in the third quarter. Garrett will crossover now in between the circles. Directing traffic, he'll take it back now toward the midcourt line, and that giant E on the Ellis floor with 2.5 to play in the third. Left side for Jernigan, posting up inside, and a foul as Michael Blanks forces up the shot as Soneson will be called for the foul. Blanks came across the lane and drew the foul. They actually called on Cade Lewis. He was working against Sonneson, but they called Cade Lewis away from it. And now Michael Blanks will go back to the free throw line. I mentioned in the first half, Blanks does not shoot it straight on as he airballs the first free throw. Blanks lines up left of straight on. In fact, Blanks is almost a full player and a half from straight on. He shoots it left of straight on the free throw line, and he makes one of two. First point of the game for Michael Blanks, 34-26. Ellis with the lead with 2:20 to go here in the third. Baseline, Ellis with Lewis, dumps it inside. Sonneson has it blocked by Moreno, but a foul called on Alze. And Sonneson will earn a trip to the free throw line. Ellis says Jeffrey Sonneson with his first trip to the line. He's their third leading scorer, just over 9 points per game, but he's been quiet in this game. Too strong for the 6'3" senior Jeffrey Sonneson. Foul on Moreno was his second. It's the team's third. Logan Shaw, the 5'10" junior, will check in for Ellis, and Sonneson makes one of two. 5 of the game for Jeffrey Sonneson. With 2:13 to go here in this third quarter. And now we get a turnover as McDowell dribbled it out of bounds. 34-26. Ellis with the lead. Ellis nearly turns it over. Moreno onto the floor, tracked back down by Logan Shaw into the backcourt. He'll pick it up, race into the front court, play it left side. Fricky, baseline three, and he knocked it down. Brady Fricky with 18 in the ball game, 37-26 on the Brady Fricky three. Railroaders have made 8 of 12 from three in the game. 1:40 to play in the third. They lead by 11. Double figures again at 37-26. Inside, Blanks is fouled again. This time it is by Sonneson. Calling for the body. Blanks on the left low block got Sonneson right on his hip and drew the foul. It's the third team foul, third on Sonneson, and Blanks back to the free throw line. Blanks 1 of 3 at the line. First one, nothing but net. Blanks with his second point. 37-27. Ellis with the lead. Second Blanks free throw, up and good. He was 0 for 6 coming in. He's made 3 of his last 4. 28 for Hill City. It's 37-28. Logan Shaw has it left side. They'll post up for the first time in the game as Junior Hernandez, the senior for Ellis. There's Sonneson with a little runner down the right side of the lane. Sonneson now with 7 in the game. 39-28. Ellis back on top here by 11. 1:05 to play in the third. Garrett Handley with it left side. Handley drives, started to spin. Now will go back to the baseline and shoot it. Missed it. Sonneson pulls down the rebound for Ellis. The second Sonneson rebound of the ball game. Up the floor comes Logan Shaw, and he's going to be fouled by Moreno. Moreno didn't like the call. And the official didn't like that Moreno didn't like the call, and Moreno's going to check out. Back into the ball game comes Brody McDowell. They'll say it was on the floor, though. It's the third on Alze Moreno. Handley also, or actually, Blanks also checks out as Sonneson will knock down a 3. And Sonneson just like that with 10 in the game, 42-28. Big shot for Sonneson as they continue to knock down threes. 42-28 the lead. Inside, Brandy Berry can't score on the left low block. Fricky will pull it down. His 4th rebound as Coach Maska tells him to slow it up with 23 seconds now to play in this third quarter. 42-28, Ellis with the lead. Fricky open, passed on a 3, now to Sonneson on the right side. His pass deflected, tracked down at midcourt, and out of bounds off of Brody McDowell. McDowell, who knocked it off of Zachary Eck, maybe didn't have to touch it. That ball would have been out off of Eck, but instead McDowell touched it while he was on the line. And so with 10 seconds to go in the third, Ellis will get it back. Fricky slow walks it. Now plays it right side for Sonneson. Little fade for Fricky, trying to get him open for three. Instead, they'll go to the top of the key, and Shaw didn't get off the shot. He had a perfect look at a three, but he couldn't get it off. 42-28. After three, Ellis on top. This is the Eagle Area Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Gary Shorman, President and CEO of Eagle Communications, a 100% employee-owned company. I'd like to personally thank you for selecting Eagle for your internet, television, and telephone service. By choosing Eagle, you're choosing to keep your dollars local with a company that reinvests back in your community. Let's make this a great year for your community. Check us out at eaglecom.net. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Wi-Fi. It should work anywhere in your home. Introducing Boost, the cutting-edge Wi-Fi solution that makes dead zones history. Boost starts with a dual-band modem and router with greater range than ever. Access points can be added anywhere there's a cable outlet to create more wired connections and stronger Wi-Fi to power all your family's devices in all the places you love to live. Learn more at eaglecom.net or call today and add the power of Boost to your Wi-Fi.
This is Eagle TV.
(42-28) the lead for Ellis as we get in the fourth quarter. Railroaders with the basketball, shooting down to our right in front of us. In fact, as we said, opposite Coach Brandon Maska and the Ellis bench. Cade Lewis with it, now off to Fricky. Fricky will play it right side for Sonneson. Now Eck straight on three, good. Zachary Eck buried his third three of the ball game, 9 for him. 45-28 after the Zachary Eck three, and now some pressure from Ellis, a little half-court trap as McDowell will get into the front court, left side for Asa Brandyberry. So he traveled with it before the shot, and a turnover for Hill City. It's their 11th turnover. They cut the deficit to single digits back in that third quarter of 32-25. But they could get no closer. Sonneson with a drive, kicking out. Fricky left side three, and he buried another one. Fricky with 21 in the game, 48-28 on the Brady Fricky three, and they continue to knock down threes here into this ball game. Shot 6 of 10 in the first half as Asa Brandyberry is going to be fouled. They are 10 of 14 from three in this game. 48-28 with 7:01 to go in the ball game. Ellis on top. Carter Bullock's going to check back in. He'll replace Jeffrey Sonneson. So Bullock, the 6'4 sophomore, in for the first time here in the second half. Garrett Handley dumps it underneath for McDowell. Forces up the shot. He scores. And a third foul on Carter Bullock, who just checked into the game and automatically draws a whistle. It's the life of a big guy. As Carter Bullock will pick up his third. And McDowell, who just scored to make it 48-30, will knock down the free throws. Aaron McDowell converts on the three-point play to make it 48-31. McDowell now into the game with 5 after that free throw. Cade Lewis for Ellis with 6:45 and counting. They'll swing it around to right side for Joseph Eck, and now a foul on McDowell as him and Cade Lewis meet at the right low block. And McDowell will be called for the foul. He'll be the second on the 6'2 junior. Checking in for the first time is Connor Bourne for Hill City, the 5'7 junior Connor Bourne. Posting up is Cade Lewis, lost it on the way up, and Garrett Handley will come down with the loose basketball. That was what ended up being a loose ball, almost a shot, as Bourne will hand it off. They work the weave, now to Handley left side. Garrett, a little dribble drive. Handley gives it up to Jernigan. Jernigan into the lane, stops as he ran into Bullock, flipped it up and left it short. Cade Lewis with his 6th rebound. Lewis will lead the break up the floor to Eck. Eck will pull up left side and rattle it home. Joseph Eck with 5 in the game, 50-31. Ellis with the lead. Timeout taken by Coach Keith Riley. 32nd timeout. Keep it right here. 50-31 5:58 to play in our ball game. Ellis with the lead. Our game brought to you in part by Golden Belt Co-op, Diane Shook, Jeff Pinckney CPAs of Hayes and Ellis. Also brought to you by Eck & Eck Construction, Swift Services, and Piper Dozer and Well Service in Moreland. Bayside boys on top of Garden at half, 47-31. Oakley boys lead Stockton 31-20. Couple of scores for you. La Crosse leading Otis Bison 23-18. Scoreboard update presented by Eagle Marketing Solution. It can help your business grow using the power of video, radio, and digital platforms to showcase your business to customers. Call Eagle Marketing Solutions at 877-60-1-EAGLE. Born with it left side for Hill City. They'll kick it out. He thought about a three. Now to Jernigan. Rifles it inside off of Michael Blanks, and he threw it away. Blanks couldn't handle that rocket pass at point blank range. Cade Lewis left side three, rimmed in and out. There's Alze Moreno to pull down his second rebound of the ball game. 5:20 to play. 50-31 the lead for Ellis. Hill City closed within 7 in the third quarter, but they could never overcome the Ellis Railroaders and their three-point shooting in this ball game. Handley hands it to Moreno with 5:05 to play in the ball game. Now to Blanks. Moreno, Bourne's open right side. Connor was calling for it. Puts it on the floor, little crossover, and he ran into Carter Bullock, who picks up a foul. Coach Brandon Maska and Carter Bullock both with the same emotion. There's nothing you can do about it. When a smaller guy runs into you, you're probably going to get called for the foul. It's 4 on Bullock. And it's a 6-team foul. Connor Bourne has it. Now they'll get it inside to Handley, working against Cade Lewis. Double teamed, they'll kick it out. Bourne's going to take the baseline three and knocked it down. Connor Bourne, his first field goal of the game. 50-34. Hill City, and now on the other end, a three is good for Zachary Eck. Eck into double figures with 12. On the right wing three, just answered right back. 53-34 on the Eck three. Ellis continues to knock down threes. Timeout taken by Coach Keith Riley. He wants to talk things over with 4:25 to play in our ball game. 53-34. Antonio Jones Jr. will check in for the first time for Ellis following the timeout. Ellis in the first half was 6 of 10 from three. Here into this second half, they now have made 11 of 16 threes. With 4:25 to play here in our ball game. Our game brought to you in part by City Plumbing, Unicorn Floral, Eaton Landscaping, also brought to you by Henry and Helen Fisher, T&L Ranch and Supply, and Don's Electric and Rewind of Ellis. Railroaders trying to get back above 500, pick up their first Mid-Continent League win. 5-4 on the season, 0-2 in the MCL. Meanwhile, Hill City looking for their first Mid-Continent League win. 0-2, also trying to pick up win number 2 on the season, but it's been all Ellis here so far after Hill City had cut the deficit to 7 in that third quarter. Blanks posting up on Jones Jr. Then they get it right back to him. He turns into him, shoots it, and left it short, and Jones Jr. will pull down the rebound for the first time for Ellis, as the Railroaders will bring it up the front court for Cade Lewis. He'll hand it off to Eck. Close in on 4 minutes to go. Here's a pass nearly stolen. Driving in is Shaw. Shaw got stomped on the baseline, gives it off as Eck got it, and then had his shot blocked by Jernigan, and it's taken away by Brandyberry and Handley into the front court. Left side for Connor Bourne. Jernigan, who calls out the play for Hill City. Ball through the hands of Bourne, right into the hands of Garrett Handley with 3:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Handley Hands it off to Bourne. Connor Bourne drives into the lane, dumps it off inside for Blanks. His shot is short. Connor Bullock pulls down the rebound. That one just rimmed off, and Bullock able to pull down the rebound as Bourne deflects a pass but can't tippy-toe the sideline and steps out of bounds. So they'll stay with Ellis after the near turnover for Hill City, or rather near steal for Hill City. Jones will key it in. Moreno returned to the Hill City lineup. 3:15 to go in the ball game. Eck with it left side. He'll drive right past Hanley. Floater is no good. And Garrett Hanley went down and is hurt bad on his ankle as he is writhing in pain underneath the basket. So Hanley went down underneath and twisted that ankle in a lot of pain. And so Garrett Hanley injuring that left ankle as Coach Riley and also assistant coach Scott Scholes taking a look at Garrett Hanley. Hanley, a lot of pain. Of course, the senior, big part of their football team, was one of the top receivers in all of 8-man. Their leading scorer here on the season so far. Scored in double figures 5 times this year. 14 points per game as they continue to take a look at Garrett Hanley. So Hanley with an injured ankle. We're going to have to step aside for a quick timeout here as they deal with Garrett's ankle injuries. He's going to get help to the floor and maybe be able to keep it here as he gets a nice round of applause. And we will go ahead and just keep it right here as Hanley able to put a little bit of pressure on that ankle as Coach Scholes helps him to the sideline. And it's a huge loss for this Hill City team. He's been a huge part of what they've done all year long. And, of course, they'll turn around and play the Mid-Continent League tournament very soon. So, in fact, they'll be right back at it tomorrow, I do believe, as they are one of the Feather League teams, or Feather game teams. Had that foul a moment ago. It was the 6th team foul. Yeah, Hill City, the 10 seed, set to play Stockton tomorrow evening. And with the look of that, you don't expect Garrett to be able to play. So not a good sign for Hill City as he gets helped off the floor. So the foul, by the way, was the 6th on Hill City. And so Ellis will keep possession of the basketball after that delay. And now Connor Bourne nearly came up with a steal, but then reaches in and fouls Jones. So Antonio Jones Jr. will go to the free throw line and going to shoot on the first foul by Connor Bourne. He'll go shoot a 1-and-1. 0 for 2, actually, for Jones Jr. He was 3 of 4 before that one, but he misses on the front end. Rebound tracked down by Jernigan, his 5th rebound of the ball game. And now with under 3 minutes to go here, 53-34 the lead for Ellis inside. Asa Brandyberry will score over the top of Carter Bullock, dealing with those 4 fouls. Bullock had to just kind of give. 9 for Brandyberry, 53-36. And now Moreno with a steal. He'll race to the other end for Hill City. Missed the layup, and Jones Jr. will pull down his 2nd rebound of this ball game. Also with 9 turnovers just a moment ago on that last turnover. Eck wide open. Zachary Eck has his 3 rim off. Brandyberry down with his 5th rebound. 2:18 to go here in the ball game. Brandyberry open. He'll play it left side for Moreno. Finds Connor Bourne. Thought about the 3. Now he'll take it higher. Rainbow arcing 3. Missed it. Carter Bullock pulls down rebound number 3. City doesn't take a lot of threes. Just 1 of 3 in the ball game from 3. Connor Bourne made that one. earlier in this quarter. Under 2 minutes to play here in the ball game. Ellis on top, 53-36. Eck with the top of the key. Got a screen from Lewis. Plays it left side for Logan Shaw, who's fouled on the drive. They call a hold. And so 1-on-1 coming up for Logan Shaw, his first trip to the line. And the foul called on Dalen Jernigan. It's his first. Junior Hernandez will check back in. Brady Fricky also back in for Ellis. As Logan Shaw goes to the free throw line to shoot a 1-on-1. First one is too strong. Rebound. Fricky had it for a moment but lost it to Connor Bourne for Hill City. Hill City with Jernigan up the floor. He's cut off. Finds Bourne. Back to Dalen Jernigan left side. Minute 40 to go in our ball game. All Ellis posting up inside. Tate Reynolds. He'll kick it out for Bourne. Connor up and under. Had it knocked away. Last touched by Ellis Jones Jr. Got a piece of it with 1:30 to go in our ball game. 53-36. Ellis with the lead. Hill City will key it in. Jernigan will key it in. Bourne was open. Got it right back to Jernigan, who knocks down the free throw line jumper. Dalen Jernigan into double figures with 10. That's a new season high for him. 53-38. We're going to need more of him as Ellis has the lead in the basketball. And Bullock was double teamed and Carter draws the foul. He's going to shoot it 1-on-1. Connor Bourne picks up the foul. With the second on Bourne, 9th team foul. Kyle Richmeyer. Actually, it'll be Dalton. Well, Hill City with the substitution in, but it's not. I have it at Dalton Stevens. The free throw is good. It's actually Trey Jones who checks in. They had Jones is wearing 12. That free throw by Bullock was good. His first point of the game. In and out, no good on the second one as Trey Jones will pull down the rebound. So it's 54-38 following the free throw by Carter Bullock as Trey Jones is in wearing 42 for the Hill City Ringnecks. Tate Reynolds open, knocks down the two from the elbow. Timeout taken by Hill City. 53 seconds to go. 54-40. Ellis with the lead over Hill City. Ellis on their way to win number 5 to move to 5-4. Go to 1-2 in Mid-Continent League play. Head of their action in the Mid-Continent League tournament. Meanwhile, Hill City going to fall to 1-6. Mentioned they'll be in action at the MCL tournament tomorrow. Ellis will play Oakley on Tuesday in Oakley. Jacob Lindemann, a 5'9" sophomore, checks in for the first time. Kyle Richmeyer in for the first time as well for Hill City. Out of the timeout, some pressure into the backcourt from Hill City. Ellis will just bring it up to the far sideline by Brady Fricky. He'll pull up. Fricky shot rims in and out, then falls back in. Brady Fricky with 23 in the game. 56-40. Ellis on top of Hill City. Shot off the mark. Rebound cleared out of there by Ellis. Final 30 seconds left. Here's Logan Shaw, cut off on the drive. Finds Jones. One dribble. Now plays it left side. Here's Hernandez will drive. Kick it right side. Finds Logan Shaw. Cut off on the drive. Kicks it back. Fricky wide open right side three. In and out, no good. Rebound kept alive though. And Antonio Jones Jr. will pull down his third rebound of the ball game. 5 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. As Ellis is going to win 56-40. Ellis answered on a 21-2 run in the first quarter and beginning of the second quarter to go up by 14, 21-7. They would never trail again on their way to that 56-40 victory. Led by Brady Fricky, new season high, career high for the freshman, 23 points. He leads all players Ellis with 2 others in double figures. Zachary Eck with 12, 10 from Jeffrey Sonneson. For the Hill City Ringnecks, Dalen Jernigan, the only player in the double figures with 10. Ellis 5 and 4 on the boys' side. And now 1 and 2 in the Mid-Continent League, while Hill City falls to 1 and 6, 0 and 3 in the Mid-Continent League. Our final in the boys' game, 56-40 in favor of the Ellis Railroaders. This is our Eagle Area Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Gary Shorman, President and CEO of Eagle Communications, a 100% employee-owned company. I'd like to personally thank you for selecting Eagle for your internet, television, and telephone service. By choosing Eagle, you're choosing to keep your dollars local with a company that reinvests back in your community. Let's make this a great year for your community. Check us out at eaglecom.net. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Wi-Fi. It should work anywhere in your home. Introducing Boost, the cutting-edge Wi-Fi solution that makes dead zones history. Boost starts with a dual-band modem and router with greater range than ever. Access points can be added anywhere there's a cable outlet to create more wired connections and stronger Wi-Fi to power all your family's devices in all the places you love to live. Learn more at eaglecom.net or call today and add the power of Boost to your Wi-Fi.
This is Eagle TV.